NGBN TV, a network for men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, coming January 2024.
This is the rundown with Rubio for Monday, December 4th, 2023. Everything happens for a reason. This weekend, college football's Final Four came out. Number 1, Michigan. 2, Washington. 3, Texas. And number 4, Alabama. They jumped Florida State, who was the ACC champion. So they won their conference, or they won their league. And then they were undefeated as well. So there's a lot of controversy over this. Also because Alabama won the SEC by beating Georgia. Alabama was number 8. Georgia was number 1. Georgia dropped all the way to number 5. Alabama jumped all the way to number 4 from 8 and jumped FSU. So they are not happy. Like I said, they went undefeated and won their league. Not much more they could do. So the bowl selection committee of 13, 15 people, they decided Alabama's a better team right now, which they probably are. But it doesn't say much about what's the point of Florida State even going undefeated and winning their championship. So I don't know. We'll see who's going to do it. They honestly, they just need to go down to what like the FBS does. FCS, the lower tier, and just do a playoff system, which they're going to do next year with 12 teams. I'd say open it up to 24 or whatever. There are winners and losers live. This is great. Sultan Al Jaber, the oil executive who is leading the COP28 climate summit in Dubai, said there is no science that say phasing out fossil fuels is necessary to keep global warming under a critical threshold. Number one, this guy obviously wants to keep using fossil fuels. He's an oil executive. That would be stupid if he didn't want it. He wants to make money. He wants to continue making money. And the next he's saying, hey, we don't need this climate change of 1.5 degrees. We don't need to worry about these things. So the climate change people in this conference are a little bit upset about this whole situation. Accept and embrace. Actor Jussie Smollett lost his appeal and is going back to jail after an appeals court affirmed his disorderly conduct conviction. If you don't remember, Jussie Smollett was this actor off a show, and he had a crime hoax where he was going to Subway at 2 a.m. in December or something in Chicago, which, number one, you're not going out in Chicago in December. It's freezing. You're not going out at 2 a.m. in certain parts of Chicago, 1,000,000,000%. And this guy is a paid actor, well-known actor, and he's going to just take a stroll, and then he gets basically a lynch put around him. Bleach was thrown on his face at 20 degrees in the middle of the night, Chicago. He goes back, calls the cops. But by the time they get there, he still had the noose on his neck. Like literally, you wouldn't take that off, buddy. And so it was all just a big hoax to promote racism. And he was found guilty of, yeah, man, you set this up. And they even showed like the people that he hired these 2, I think it was Nigerians. They were all jacked up to basically be actors. So he's going back to jail. And you lied. That's what happens. Working hard is not enough. In Munich, private jets on their way back to this COP28 climate summit in Dubai. In Munich, they were frozen to the runway. Look at the picture. This is amazing. So these planes literally froze to the runway as they're going to the climate change conference about lowering the temperature because it's getting too hot. The irony is very thick on this one and fantastic. Confidence is the key. Major corporations are trying to strong arm Elon Musk after his comments about last week about losing money from advertisers. Remember, we talked about it where he just said, oh, yeah, go F yourself. Go ahead, do what you got to do. They are Walmart, Disney, Sony, Paramount, IBM, Marvel, Lionsgate, Washington Post, NBC, and CBS. They are not happy with Elon doing a free speech on X where anyone could say their words. They're trying to say because he had an anti-Semitic post, and which is kind of weird. If he hates Jews, he just went to Israel to meet with their leader, Netanyahu, and they welcomed it with open arms. So who's lying here? What's going on? For some reason, a lot of these big corporations do not like Elon Musk, and he doesn't seem to be backing down because he just doesn't care. And he's the richest man on the planet. All right. If you have any questions, you can email Rubio at therubiomethod.com.